Well, in this short video, I'm going to look at Google Local and talk a little bit about the continued train wreck that is the Google Local product, both from the perspective of a consumer and from the perspective of a producer. So here I am in sunny, freezing Northern California, and my furnace has gone out, so I'm looking for furnace repair. And I want to show you, if you go to Google and you put in furnace repair anywhere here in Northern California, you no longer see the traditional snack pack. You see instead these advertised results. You can see here it's sponsored. So Google has replaced the organic results with paid advertising for these sort of home improvement type of problems. Now, as a consumer, right, let's face it, we tend to be very skeptical of advertising, and we tend to want to look at the organic results. And Google is no longer showing us any organic results. There's no organic results anymore. It's all advertising. And if you click through, so let's click through. And when you click through to a vendor, you can read about them, and let's sort of make some observations both as a consumer and as a potential vendor. So as a consumer, you can see the stars. Your eye really sort of naturally gravitates to the stars, which are the Google reviews, okay? But it's a little difficult to even figure out. It took me about 10 minutes to figure out where the reviews are, and the actual reviews are over here. So when you click over here, then you get to the reviews. You can no longer write a review. So you're no longer sort of, how do I write a review? Who knows? You can't do that. It doesn't look like you can get to any more reviews than the top 3. So you're just kind of stuck. You can't really see the reviews. Related to that, you can't get from this page to the vendor website. So you can't go check out the vendor website at all. So if you kind of go back and you look at this as a search as a consumer, I'm going to be very skeptical of these because they're paid ads. I'm not going to really be able to look at the reviews. And I'm going to do what? I'm probably going to ignore them. And I'm going to go down here and look at the organic results, ignoring this pretty much failed Google experiment up here. And what am I going to see instead? I'm going to see Google competitor Yelp. Now let's notice if I click from Google to Yelp, and I'm on the Yelp platform, Yelp is still doing a much better job of Google than local. So I see ads, which I may or may not ignore, and then I'm going to see vendors, but I can see paid vendors at the top, and I can see non-paid vendors as well, and I can click over to a vendor I'm interested in possibly engaging with, and I can read the reviews, and off I go. So the Yelp product is just head and shoulders better than the Google product in its structure and how it's organized. Now, compare that to a search that Google is not hijacking, and you put in something like pizza, and here's where Google is, still pretty good. You can do pizza, you can say, hey, I'm thinking of going to Bronco Billy's, and you can see the reviews. You can go down and read the reviews. You can easily write a review. You can do whatever you want. So it's still very open. So Google just unfortunately seems to have created a sort of a train wreck of the local product. And unfortunately, this is just more of the sort of same thing that we're seeing. So that's just a quick little video put up on the channel about this local experiment that they've been rolling out here in the Bay Area really for the past couple years, and just how horrible it is, both from the consumer perspective and from the vendor perspective. Lord only knows when Google will really start to understand how important local is for consumers and for businesses, and to really get the social media opportunity that Google has to be more like Yelp in this area. So Google's dominant, but just does a horrible job with local. And as a consumer here, I looked at this morning and actually want to use it, and I realized just how horrible it is. So off I go to Yelp to find a vendor, and that is my short little video about the low opinion I have of Google's local product and how they're setting it up. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.